In history, there have been times when the people suffered greatly and life became difficult due to absurd and nonsensical decisions. I will introduce you to the top 5 most foolish decisions in history. The first example is the tulip speculation craze that occurred in the Netherlands in the 17th century. At that time, tulips were considered a symbol of wealth and success, and the rarer the variety, the astronomical prices they fetched. The price of tulip bulbs skyrocketed to the point where they were more expensive than a house, and people rushed to participate in this speculation. However, it was a speculative investment with no real economic value. In 1637, the market suddenly collapsed, causing many people to lose their entire fortunes. This event is recorded as the world's first economic bubble, demonstrating how collective speculative psychology can lead to significant damage. The tulip mania warns us of the dangers of unproductive speculation and teaches us the tragedy that can occur when the economic system is swayed by an emotional public. The second example is China's Great Leap Forward. Mao Zedong harbored ambitions to leap forward as a communist superpower and imposed unrealistic steel production targets nationwide. Agriculture and production were pushed aside, and even basic farming tools were melted down to make steel, but the result was nothing but useless iron. The collapse of agricultural production led to a massive famine that claimed around 30 million lives. The Great Leap Forward is one of the largest human-made disasters in history caused by policy failures, demonstrating how reckless planning can lead to catastrophic outcomes. The third example is the Prohibition in the United States. In the 1920s, a law was enacted to ban the production and consumption of alcoholic beverages, driven by the public's desire to strengthen morality and reduce violence. However, the result was the opposite. Prohibition actually led to the rise of crime organizations like the Mafia and the expansion of a violent bootlegging market, and citizens began to consume alcohol clandestinely. Prohibition serves as an example of how unrealistic moral goals can lead to significant side effects in reality, and it was repealed in 1933. This case warns that laws and policies must have realistic plans and balance that go beyond public expectations. The fourth example is the witch hunts that occurred in medieval Europe and America. At that time, the public attributed supernatural phenomena and disasters to witches, leading to the sacrifice of countless innocent people. Those accused of witchcraft were tortured or executed, and all of this stemmed from baseless beliefs and fear. This remains a tragic outcome of collective hysteria. While witch hunts are a tragedy of the past, they serve as a warning of how easily misguided beliefs and collective fear can lead to violence even today. The last example is the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. In 1986, an explosion occurred at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in the Soviet Union, resulting in a massive release of radiation. This incident was exacerbated by poor safety management and the government's attempts to cover up the issues. In the aftermath of the accident, hundreds of thousands were forced to relocate, and the effects of radiation exposure continue to this day. The Chernobyl disaster serves as a warning about the potential dangers of technological advancement and underscores the necessity of transparency and safety management. These 5 cases illustrate how extensive and profound the harm to humanity can be. Wrong decisions and irresponsible actions can lead to irreversible consequences. Even today, we must learn from history and strive not to repeat similar mistakes. What do you think is the most harmful decision in human history? Please share your thoughts in the comments.